welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name's Steve Tyrrell and you join me here at Swan Lane Basin on the Coventry Canal in Coventry. This is my boat, Narrowboat Precious Jet. If this is your first time, you're more than welcome to be here. Please consider subscribing. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Have fun. Right, this is where we are at the moment. Not massively further on from where I showed you last time. A couple of the bilge bits painted out now. Well, not painted, but covered in fur tan. I've got some metal paint to start putting down. So that's going to be the job today. So this is in the bathroom, or what will be the bathroom again. And you're through there. The boat's still in a bit of a mess. Not done a massive amount recently, but I've done enough. It's not about the race, it's about the final product, isn't it? So I'll take my time and enjoy myself while I do it. So, but I was just sitting here now and thinking, I've still got tiles on the wall there. Look, I really could have done with taking them off before I started painting the bilge. But we'll go somewhere and we'll get it done. We'll get it done somehow. And then we come through into the engine room. Smoke is still there, covered up, look. That's good. And then the back of the boat here, because my other Land Rover's still broken. Got loads of wood stored in the back here, waiting to go down the tip. Get rid of it and get it down the rubbish. I still have that side of the bilge there to take out. So that's still got to go at some point along the wall there. All that bit down the bottom, that's got to come out so that I can then paint the sides and the base plate in there. So that's I've still got plenty to do. But what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to paint these few bilges here, get it all nicely painted, get the ballast back in, let it dry, get the ballast back in, and then put the floor down so I can start walking on it again, because it's very hard to walk in here on the floors. So that's the plan today. So I'm going to try and get those three first bays there painted today, give them their first coat. I think one coat will probably be enough. And my thinking is, because I mean, this base plate's 20 years old now, and it weren't in that bad a condition, so the fact that I'm putting some paint on there at all is better than nothing. It's not going to see any traffic. Hopefully it won't see any oil or diesel or water or any form of anything that can degrade it. Hopefully it won't happen. But like I said, once it's down, I don't ever want to come back in here. So I'm thinking of fitting plastic floorboards, 18mm plastic floorboards in here, or 12mm plastic floorboards anyway. So right, we'll set you up on time lapse and paint the floors. Right, stand by. Right, that's the first coat down. It's going to need another coat because you can see it bleeding through. Look, see if I can get a bit that's not in shadow. Yeah, you can see slightly where it's bleeding through. the paint. So that end one's not doing it. And the only difference is that end one, before I fur tanned it, I sanded it. These two I didn't think I had to sand it because they were quite smooth, and I'm getting bleed through. I had bleed through on the fur tan, I'm getting bleed through on the paint as well. So I think there must be something in the rust. I may have left a bit of dust in there or something. It might be just bleaching through, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, but that looks really good now in white. So just lift this. I'll put a board down to walk on, so I didn't have to walk on the bilges. So there you go. That's what it looks like with the board out of the way. So move that out of the way a bit. There you go, look at that. How nice does that look? Because in the centre here, when I put the kitchen cabinets back in either side, in the centre bit there, either that bay there or this bay here, I'm going to have a bilge fridge. So I'm going to have a little trap door in the floor. And you'll be able to get access to the bilge to store wine or beer or something like that down there. I might even fit two, one in each bay, and have one for things like milk or stuff or food, and have the other one just for beer. Yeah, I mean, I could do that in the back of the boat, because the back of the boat's going to have a completely removable floor, just for storage more than anything else, so I could keep beer down there. The kitchen floor, or the kitchen bilge in there, that fur tan is still slightly damp. It's not quite set yet, so I'm gonna have to leave that another couple of days, and I think it's just because of the temperature. It's quite cold down there in the bilge, so it takes a bit longer for it to go off. So, but I think it'll be all right. It'll be okay. But looking back this way, look, that looks lovely. I'm so happy with that. It looks absolutely great. And like I was saying earlier, they never painted the bilges in boats by the look of it, because this one didn't even have undercoat on it, and no primer or anything. So the fact that I've now painted the bilge, well, it's only going to make it last longer, isn't it? And I think when I put the ballast back in, I watch. There's a blog I'm watching at the moment called the Narrow Boat That James Built, or the boat that James built. I'll put a link to the top in the cards. So if you look above your head, there'll be a link. Yeah, I've been watching him. He's very dedicated. And when I put my bilge, when I put my ballast back in the bilge, he put in little tile spacers just to lift his just lift the ballast up off the bilge a bit to allow the airflow underneath. So I'm going to do exactly that, because I think that is such a great idea. I was looking at getting little plastic rods, but you know what, them tile spacers, that's a brilliant idea, because they're cheap as chips. So yeah, tile spacers, you'll see that soon, because once I start putting the ballast in, because another lick of paint on here now, and once that's dried, the ballast is going straight back in, and then I've got a bit more space then, because the ballast, as you can see, is stacked up over there at the side. So I don't know if you can see that there, that's all ballast stacked. So yeah, so once I give it another coat and the paint's dried, I'll stick the ballast back in on some tile spacers, and that'll be perfect. And James, what a great tip, absolutely brilliant tip that. So yeah, I'm all over that. Yeah, and there's going to be a few more things that James does that I'm going to copy as well, because he's got his head screwed on, that lad. And like I said, I'm not a professional. Never proclaimed to be a professional, you know. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, let's see what we do next. Give it another hour or so, let it dry, and then give it another coat. Right, so that's 2 coats now in these first 2 bays. That one's still quite wet. When I first put the paint on, I rolled it on, but this second coat I've done with a brush. So that's 2 coats done now, so just got to wait for that to dry. There's not a lot I can do with it. It's drying very slowly, because the bilge is quite cold, obviously. So I think that's going to be it for today. There's not a lot more I can do in here now. Yeah, so that'll do for today, and then I will probably be back here tomorrow, which is Sunday. Not sure of the date, but yeah. Okay, there you go. Right, see you tomorrow. Y'all have fun. Right, hello. Announcement time. So I said last week I've got a big announcement coming. well, the big announcement is I no longer have a job. So the offer I was made by the company I was working for to leave was an offer I couldn't really refuse. So I am now unemployed. So that just changes things slightly in the boat, in that I should have more time. I have more contract work that I can do at the moment, up until Christmas, and then after Christmas I can concentrate more time on the boat, get that going. I will be selling my house and moving onto the boat full time once the boat is finished. So that's the big announcement. And then what I'll probably do is get a little bit of contract work just around winter and Christmas, and then go back to living on the boat full time during the spring and summer months. So that's where we are at the moment. So there you go, that's the big announcement, the fact that I no longer have a job. So there you go. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have, then please consider subscribing. Doesn't cost you a penny, it's absolutely free, and I'd love to have you along. The more subscribers the better, and the more people who comment, the more times YouTube will push you out there and advertise your channel to other people. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, have yourself a great week, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye for now.